popcorn? Come here. Come on. Get some popcorn. Yeah, look at it all. Look at, get some popcorn. Oh yeah. Go get some, Nika. Go on. Here. Nika, here. Oh, get out of here, boss. Get out of there. Popcorn. Look. Look. Yeah, good girl. Yes, good boy. There's some deer. It's okay, buddy.
Shawn Mendes,
Boss.
number 11 out of 40 on American Top 40.
Okay. It's okay. Yeah. Hey, bud. There we go. Yeah. Been a long time since we've been down here, eh? It's alright, buddy. We'll be out soon enough. know there's a bait site in here somewhere. And that was bear scat on the road. So he must be working his site this year. So you probably guessed we're heading out to the bait site. We haven't been here in 3 years. I think it's been 3 years. In the spring, this road is always beat up pretty bad, potholes and stuff, so it's kind of slow going. But gotta do it. I don't know. We were allowed to bait a week and a half ago. We were allowed to set up our sites, and this is the first time I'm coming out, so I don't know if every site is going to be taken, or if I'm going to get lucky and somebody left my area alone. Now, most of the people out in this area, they leave their stuff up all year round. I always take all my stuff out. You're supposed to take it out 5 days. 5 days after hunting closes, you're supposed to take all your stuff out of the bush. A lot of people use metal barrels for baiting. I use the plastic ones as they're easier to carry. You know, I don't like the sharp edges that the metal ones make anyways when you're cutting the hole, and then you gotta either fold the edges in, but still you got sharp edges, and Bears are going to be sticking their arms in there, and the last thing you want is to piss a bear off when you're up in the stand. We're a little further down the road now, but like I said, it's been 3 years since we've been down here, and I don't know if we're going to get lucky and our site is still open. We were allowed to bait a week and a half ago, and I'm just getting out now, so I'm not sure if we're gonna get lucky and have something open for us, or if everything's gonna be taken, but we'll see what happens. Now around here, this is where we came looking a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and I just had my new dog, who you can hear whimpering in the back, and we brought him out here to either go Christmas tree hunting or else we were looking for a bait site, and he ended up getting lost in this bush for about an hour and a half, and we're right in here. There's definitely a bait site in here. You can see the little trail right through the bush there. Right there in between those trees. Anyways, that guy's got a pretty nice site in there. Lots of cool stuff in there. Final leg of the trail. Got just at the edge of this road where it forks off here. This is where our site is. So hopefully we're lucky. It's okay, bud. Doesn't look like anyone's been going in there. Alright, let's go have a look. Okay, so you can see what we've got in here. Just a small tree stand, a barrel, and some food. So I went light this year. Normally I put up a 2-person partner pro stand. That's quite the setup. This year I'll be going solo hunting, so just putting up a single stand. Come on, boss. Yeah, there's my boy. Just gonna walk in here first, just to make sure I'm not hauling my gear through this mess for no reason if someone's already claimed it. You can see there's a little mouse or something. Anyways, on this tree, where's my screw hole? It's right there. Somewhere here. Anyways, this tree I put my sign up showing that it's a bait site, an active one, even though it's still 300 yards in the bush from there. A lot of people take their dogs out for walks out here, and I try and let them know well in advance that they probably don't want to come back here. This site was pretty good to me. The first and second year I hunted it, we had 9 bears come in at one time. There was 9 bears. And it's not a very big area, so it was pretty cool. You know, you're 15 feet off the ground, and there's bears under you, there's bears around you. Well, somebody's been down here clearing wood. It fell over the trail. Must have been people quadding or something. Boy, it gets cold in the bush. Shady, damp. Actually pretty cold. It's only 2 degrees right now anyway, so it's not that warm, but feels a lot colder in the bush. That looks like someone's got it. So, some of you will remember I told a story about getting in between mom and cubs. This is right where I was sitting. And you can see in through there. There's a bait site. There's someone's got a metal barrel there. So I was sitting here, and this is when I heard the twig snap over there. And then the twig snap over there. So I hightailed her up into the stand. And let's see what we got. There's no vehicles on the road here, so unless somebody walked in, I don't think anyone's hunting right now, but us. Oh boy. I didn't see any signs either, and they're supposed to be marked. Oh, never mind. I remember this barrel. It's been 3 years since I've been here, and that's mine. So, the barrel was here. This was chained to a tree, and I took it off because I was going to haul it out. That's my ladder. We ran over one of our ladders at work, and so I cut it up into 4-foot sections, and I chained them to the tree. So, yep, this is mine. Oh, jeez. Guess I forgot to take that out of the bush. But this is where I put my trail cam, is on this tree. So I just tie my ladder here so that I don't have to haul my ladder every day. And this barrel was just here because I was putting all my stuff together. And I was going to haul it out. I guess I forgot to make my last trip. Huh. But just to clarify, I didn't put that there. And I didn't put this there either. Okay. Well, looks like we got it. Are you kidding? That's my shelf too. That's the tree I usually put my my stand on. And that shelf, I was rounding up my gear last night and I couldn't find it. Holy gosh. The bears probably climbed up there and destroyed it. But with my tree up there, or stand up there, what I do is I burn these like bear-scented incense up there. Allows me to light another one and another one and another one without getting out of the stand. Well, okay. This tree, right beside it here, this big one, this is where I put my Partner Pro, my double. But, as you can see, it's dying, and it has been dying the last few years, and it's actually snapped off at the top. So it snapped off before or after I used it last. So that tree's pretty much dead. Might have to come cut that down. Yeah, if I cut that down, that'd make a nice pocket for a bait site over there. Okay. So, all this brush at the bottom, what I was doing is kind of making a cage around the ladder that I had here that goes up the tree. Just to, make sure the bears don't... I mean, they can go through it, but it deters them from trying to climb your tree. So, if I'm in this tree, you can see I've cut the branches down from the tree right in front of me. Basically, I'm looking straight in that area to put my barrels. Barrel this year, I guess. Alright, looks like it's ours. Good boy. Now, he's grown up a lot, but I'm still going to put him on the pod tracker. So, this pod tracker is a GPS unit. And basically there's an app on my phone that connects this guy so that now I can put this on him, he can run wherever he wants and he won't get lost, or at least I'll be able to find them. I just zip tied a clip on there for him. Come here, boss. Come here. Because once I get setting up, I'm really not going to pay attention, so come here. I gotta hook this on you. Hold on. Hold on. Let's try this one-handed here. Sure, that'll work. Okay, good boy. So when I went to check the bear site a few years ago, and I told you got lost for an hour and a half, that's when I decided to buy this. It wasn't really necessary, but it's pretty cool. Alright. So to save on space, I'm using these. Screw into the tree, foot pegs, gets you up to the top. So this is going to take some time. Oh, look at that. I was saying before, this was my old tree. Here's all my nails. Those finishing nails put in backwards just to deter the bears. If they did try to climb, they'd get a little poke and hopefully go away. I asked for this kukri blade for Christmas and I got it. What a great blade. It's good for everything, making kindling, cutting down small trees. Great tool. Now, it's been a while since I've done this, but if it goes how I remember, it's going to be hard. Not too bad. Only 25 more to go. The hardest part is this grip. Rips your hands up. I should be wearing gloves. A little harder when you're climbing the tree, putting these in. They do make a drill bit for cordless drills to put these in, but I don't do this enough to buy that. Hey, that's my boy. Hey, yeah. My boy. I'm sure he'll be covered in ticks when I get home. Oof, that's gotta go. Great tool. I'm probably paranoid, but I lock everything of mine up. You know, luckily my ladder was still here from 3 years ago. It might not have been if I didn't have it locked up. Okay. See, this tree stand is kind of one of those zero gravity seat things, and then the top folds up and you wrap that around the tree and there's your chair. So, put that back down, but I have to get this thing up in the tree. So, and of course this goes around the tree here, and then you've got a ratcheting one at the bottom. Got your little feet to dig into the tree there. It's really not that bad, it's just really awkward. These ropes are what I use to either haul up a backpack or my bow. So, guess we'll get started. Okay. So there's the stand. It's up there. It's kind of concealed. Oh. There it is. Good to go. I'll show you guys this. Quickly down. Bow holder. Super cheap, Cabela's. Opens up. You screw it into the tree. And then hang your bow from this end, and it's got these little hooks here to hang your binoculars and whatever else you need. So pretty cool. Helps a lot. Okay, as I was mentioning before, you have to mark your site. So I picked these up at the dollar store and wrote on them every year that I've hunted. This is the one I put at the very beginning of the trail. Just tells people it's an active site. And the next one has my name and address on it for conservation for when they come. So I put it at the beginning of this opening where if someone was going to walk, they're going to take that path and they'll see it and they'll know that this is a spot. So, and the beginning of the trail is right there. So as soon as they walk in, that's the first thing they'll see. I mean, they're going to see the barrels and everything else, but at least conservation will know that it's marked and it's active. Okay, last thing I'm going to put up there today, up at the tree stand, now that it's up, is the tree harness. So, obviously I wear a harness when I go up in the tree, but a lot of the harnesses come with this strap. And you're supposed to put the loop of your harness around here and then attach it to the tree. But that means you got to do that every morning. That drives me crazy. So what I did was put one of these big carabiners or whatever this thing is. I put one of these big ones on so I can just clip my loop onto there. There's no way that's going to break. So I wrap this around the tree, clip facing up, so that all I do is take my loop, clip it in, and I'm in the tree. This stays there until the season's done. After I put this up, we're going to set up a bait. So I'm running out of battery power. So I'm going to give you a before and after shot here. So this is the area I'm going to make my cradle. I'm going to put the barrel. And the tree where my ladder was at the beginning, where that orange barrel was, is where I'm going to put the camera. So, alright, I'm going to get to work and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so that didn't take long. There's a lot of deadfall. But you build a cradle kind of around the barrel at the backside to direct where the bears are going to come in. You don't want them coming straight on. You're not going to know how tall they are. You're not going to get a good broadside shot. This way, this wood forces the bear to be on this side. And my stand is directly that way, so I got a good broadside shot. I'm also going to mark the tree for height, just so you know, because they will stand up on that barrel. Lean up against it. That'll tell you how tall the bears are. So I'm going to go and I'm going to fill this up, and then I'm going to show you what else I've done here. Okay, so I just dumped the bag. It's a duffel bag of popcorn. It wasn't quite full. I'm just putting a little bit out. And I had that coffee tin and the honey jar in there as well. It's okay, boss. So you can see there's some popcorn in there, not very much. At the bottom of the barrel, you see I drilled a couple drain holes, so if it rains and you get water in there, it's going to run out before it kills all your popcorn. But I'm going to cover that in pancake syrup, and that's it. Come on, get out of there. That's not for you. Boss, get out. Come on, get out of there. One other thing you want to do, or it brings them in, usually you'll lay a tarp down or a piece of poly or something and use all your deep fryer grease or bacon grease and leave a whole pile of it on the tarp, smear it around. Get out of there. Come on. Go. Get out of there. Go. Go away. So with that grease, what the bears will do is they'll walk in it to get to the popcorn. They'll lick it and they'll get it all over their fur coat. But then when they walk away, they're going to leave a scent trail all the way through the bush for other bears to cross paths with. And then those bears will catch that smell of the grease and make their way back to this side. So, not sure what this is. Looks like a bunch of peanuts and grease. So I'm going to smear this all over. Another smell to bring them in. One thing with bear hunting that you'll have to do every time you come out is rebuild this cradle. They'll destroy it. They'll have all this wood everywhere. Even if you don't put smell or bait or oil into the wood, they'll still destroy the whole thing. Oh man, there's a lot of peanuts in here. The reason I'm emptying it is I need this can for another purpose. So once I empty it, I'll be able to use it. All right. Now I'm going to fill this with honey. Okay, one of the other things, getting the camera up. So you can see the camera pointed right at the bait site. Bait site directly in line with the tree stand. Got clear shot. And then this ladder, I will actually cable back up to over there. And like I said, that ladder, I guess I left it out here in 2014, and it's 2017. And the lock's still open like nothing. So, there we go. After this, we'll get to the scent.